Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Screen Time. No, we are not teaching you how to limit your screen time. Personally, I support high amounts of screen time. Nah, I'm messing around. But so, if you are new to Screen Time, basically what we do here, excuse me, is we discuss the latest in the TV show industry, the video game industry, and the movie industry, not specifically in that order. And we have a lot to talk about today. So sadly, for now at least, I am by myself, which is disappointing. My co-host is inconsistent. So, and I had to get this episode out to you because there's just too much to not talk about. So let's go ahead and start off with video games. Our big focus for video games, Minecraft. So if as y'all don't know this, but we record these on Wednesdays, and Wednesdays are when they release snapshots and betas. And they released a gigantic snapshot today. I don't know the name of the snapshot because I don't keep up with that, but I can give you a quick so let me tell you about some of the things they added. 5 new armor trims, guys. 5 new armor trims. 4 of them can be found in the new Suspicious Gravel that is in Ocean Ruins. So now we have Suspicious Sand and Suspicious Gravel, both of which can be found in Ocean Ruins. But there's 4 specifics of these new ones, sorry, that can be found in the Ocean Ruins. And then one of these new ones can be found in Ancient Cities. And it kind of like inverts the look of it just looks awesome. It makes you kind of have like a wardeny pattern on your chest. Like, it looks insane. And then there's this new amethyst skulk sensors. It's not called that. It's called calibrated skulk sensors. And it can be used to filter vibrations based on the level. So, for example, eating. When you eat, I think it gives off a vibration level of 7. So therefore it would send out a redstone signal of 7 redstone. It would power 7 redstone. And using this calibrated skulk sensor, you can make it to where only a signal of 7 enters and causes a redstone signal. How you do that, I don't know for sure. It seems kind of complex. I'm probably not going to use it that much because I am not a redstone person, folks. I'm not a redstone person. But it's really cool. And also, now when you place amethyst next to a skulk sensor, it like passes on the sound. So it kind of makes like Bluetooth in my. I don't really understand how it works that well, but it's cool. And for people who do understand it, like Mumbo Jumbo, it's gonna be really useful for them. They're gonna make some crazy stuff, guys. We're gonna have some insane new stuff. I'm hyped for this update, and we don't know how far away we are from 1.20. There's still a lot more to come, guys. We can still get a lot more. Something that I don't know why this hasn't been in the game. Why it's taken so long for them to add this. You can now edit signs. If you screw up on a sign, instead of having to break it, all you have to do is just click on it, and you can edit the text. Like, it's awesome. You don't have to break it again every time you screw up. You can just click on it and edit. That's so useful. Like, that's awesome. This is something we needed for a long time. I'm very happy we have it now. What is this? Oh, seems we may be getting a friend. Sorry. Yeah. But so, you can also now have text on both sides of your sign. So instead of just having text on the side that you were facing, you can turn around to the other side, click on it, and put text on both sides. Why is that so revolutionary? Why is this stuff that has not been in Minecraft? Like, come on, we've needed this. Come on, let's get our friend in here. Come on, please, be my friend. Friend, join. Hello, friend. Logan. Guys, we have a friend now.
Hi.
I'm so happy.
Hi.
Okay, so yeah, I've already started the podcast. We're a little bit in. We are currently talking about the new snapshot today that they released for Minecraft. There's a ton of new stuff. We're talking about that right now how you can have text on both sides of signs now.
Ooh, that's nice.
I know, like,
Oh,
finally, bro. Finally. I'm so happy. There's also new pottery shards that can be specifically found in Suspicious Gravel, which is in Ocean Ruins now, for you, Logan.
finally, those things have more of a use than just be there and give crap food.
Yes, exactly. So the new ones we have are the fishing rod, the blade, which is like a sword, the brewer, which is like a cauldron type thing, the flame, which is fire, a flame. A creeper, which it's called danger, but it's just a picture of a creeper, a map, and a villager. So there's more pottery shards than that are new that I have not covered, but I don't know for sure about them, so I can't cover them right now. I'm sorry, guys, I'm failing you. But nah, I'm messing around. But there's also a new structure. They're adding new structures yet again in this update. I'm so happy. Um, they are called trail ruins. More archaeology stuff, and they can be big. They go like deep into the ground. You can get a lot of suspicious sand and gravel from them. They consist of various forms of terracotta and glazed terracotta. They're really interesting and they're really cool. Like they really add a lot more to archaeology that we needed. So, like they can go deep into the ground. And then they finally added sniffer eggs. They added sniffer eggs finally.
I love Sniffer. He's derpy.
I know he's great. And the sniffer eggs can be found in warm ocean ruins. And yes, it is that specific to where it's only warm ocean ruins. Not cold, not lukewarm, warm ocean ruins. In the suspicious gravel.
So on Bedrock, they're going to... Alright, so basically in Bedrock, they're going to add a way that you can tell what biome you're in.
You can tell. There's different... The water is different shades of blue.
Other than like the water color. I mean, I guess that does work, yeah.
Yeah, you just got to be smart enough to realize that there's a difference. Which, yeah. I'm sorry to all the little kids out there playing Minecraft, you're not that smart. Nah, I'm messing around, but
we make fun of small children.
Yes, I love to make fun of small children.
Yeah.
But no, so to hatch the egg, if you place it on moss, it takes 10 minutes to hatch. But if you place it on any other blocks, it takes 20. So if you want it to hatch faster, place it on blocks. I mean, place it on moss.
Farms are gonna be useful.
Moss has use now. Yes. Besides just being moss, I love moss. Mossy Greeny Empire. Y'all don't know that, but yeah. And so, by the way, just if y'all didn't know, baby sniffers are called snifflets, which I think is just absolutely adorable. That's just like awesome. Like Minecraft, you came up with such a good name for that. But there's also new plants. We no longer have the torch. Yeah. We have like the not the torch fire plant anymore. We don't only have that. We also have the pitcher plants now. So they have added pitcher plants. If y'all don't know what pitcher plants are in real life, they are one of the carnivorous types of plants. They're like, hence their name, like a pitcher, and there's like a sweet like juice inside. Like they're like digestive juices smell really sweet, so bugs will fly in, get stuck in their digestive juices, and then not be able to get out, and they'll just slowly dissolve and get eaten. Yeah. So pitcher plants fun. Yeah. You have to grow pitcher plants. So like you grow them and then you can break them and place them anywhere you want after you grow them. So you have to grow them like on like dirt. I mean on like tilled soil. So
it's slow flower.
Yeah, it's a weird flower. And then this is more speculation than anything. A new boss might be coming. So this is more speculation than anything. So I was if you probably know who Camman18 is, all of you Minecraft people out there. If you don't, I'd be surprised. Yeah. So he uploaded a video, and Mojang, they posted a image of Alex looking out at the ocean with a brush saying there's more out there to find than you think, or something along those lines. And he was like, it's definitely not a coincidence that they released this while they're working on 1.20, and there's still an area where a boss could be fought that like we don't have. So he thinks there might be a new boss. I don't know. We'll see. He thought that about 1.19 too.
Those ocean ruins could be how you get the like parts to summon the boss.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. That like you could like go out in the ocean, and like in ocean monuments maybe have a use now, like besides gold and sponges, like maybe. But yeah, that'd be cool to see a new boss.
Yeah.
And then now, so that's that's all I have for Pokemon today. Lots though. I say all like it's not a lot. It's a lot. No, for Minecraft. Sorry, my brain dies sometimes like this. I say all, but that was a lot for Minecraft. That's a ton. We have a ton coming. I'm so hyped for 1.20, and we still got who knows how much left to come, because they've given us the big things, but who knows how many smaller or big things we didn't think were coming is coming.
Hopefully this year.
Oh no, for sure. For sure, 1.20 is coming this year. I would assume in about June or July, like normal. That's normally when they release their updates. 1.18 was a very rare occasion where it was just too big for them to handle. I think they've learned not to make that mistake.
Yeah, and split an update into like 5 updates.
Yeah, we don't we don't want that
Bro,
again.
it
We all know the
took
disaster
like
that
30,
caused.
it took like 30 updates just to get the whole update
Yeah,
out.
just to get everything we were supposed to have in one. To be fair
And
though,
like
it
all,
ended up being amazing. So
yeah, it
you
was
do have to
it
give
was
them
nice.
that. But anyway, now on to Pokemon. So last
Oh
week I
yes.
told y'all that in the Scarlet and Violet games, there's these things called Paradox Pokemon, but I didn't understand them back then. I understand the
I know.
story of Paradox Pokemon now.
Yeah,
So
I know.
yeah, I know it now. I know it now. So to sum it up for y'all, basically this scientist like makes a time machine and then these paradox Pokemon come out of them. So they're either a really old and ancient like dinosaur time version of a Pokemon or really
Yeah,
futuristic like
yeah.
robots taking over the
Historic.
world version of the
Yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah. Basically, all Pokemon. So for the robot ones, all the Pokemon had died. So people made artificial Pokemon. It's
Yeah,
the
that
story
that's
behind that.
that's kind of creepy that all the Pokemon died.
Yeah.
How did all the Pokemon die
But
before the
then,
humans? That's my question. Pokemon are obviously superior to humans. How did they die before humans? Like they are obviously either at the level of or superior to humans.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's
but yeah, Paradox Pokemon. I'm glad I know what they are now. It's really interesting. It makes sense though why they're just different. They look different. They just look. Excuse me. They look like different versions of other Pokemon. Walking Wake,
yeah.
Walking Wake probably like the biggest and most powerful of the new Paradox Pokemon coming in the DLC. Is just the ancient version of
Walking Wake's
Suicune.
already out.
Oh, it's already
Walking
out.
Wake's
Oh,
already.
oh yeah. I didn't know for
Came
sure. I
out
didn't
in
know for
May.
sure. I didn't know for sure. Who you ringing, bro?
Bro, my friend was trying to call me.
Uh, tell me you're in a
Snap.
podcast. Okay.
Yeah. Messenger bot.
So yeah, the Pokemon. Now it's time. Let's talk more about the DLC. So,
Oh yes.
the DLC is called the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. I don't think there's any news yet about when it's coming out, but I know that you can purchase it already. So,
And it's coming out like end of the year, like
oh, end
November,
of the year.
December
Oh,
area.
dang, it's taking a while. But yeah, we
It's
got
two
some goofy.
DLC.
Yeah, it is two
Like what
DLCs. Yeah, it's one
The
for
Legend of
Scarlet and one
Zelda
for Violet.
and Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
It's really big about making two DLCs for the same game.
yeah. The Teal Mask. Step out of the Paldea region as you take a school trip to the land of Kitami, where you'll meet new people and Pokemon while unraveling the mysteries behind the area's folk tales. Oh yeah, it is slated. It says that it's slated to release in 2020 in fall 2023. Says subject to change though. The Indigo Disc. The story continues as you become an exchange student and visit Blueberry Academy. Most of this unusual school is located under the ocean, and its curriculum emphasizes Pokemon battling. This is for winter. I don't like how this all includes so much school. Why is everything so
It's
school based now in
basically
Pokemon?
we have the Orange Academy, the Grape Academy, now we have the Blueberry Academy.
Yeah, bro, why is everything so school based in Pokemon now? Like, I get their kids, but you didn't have to make them go to school.
And it went from having people wanting to destroy the world to a few like band of to like a gang to a fan club to just some students who are tired of being
Yeah,
bullied.
bro, now they're like, what is this? It's
At
degrading
least
but not degrading. You know what I mean?
I see
Like,
quote unquote bad guys for this game. Actually have a good storyline, not just a few thugs who
yeah.
mean, I guess, and some super fans.
Yeah, super fan. No, I don't know why something completely different than super fans came to my mind when you said that. But yeah, this DLC seems like it's gonna be pretty interesting. The Pokemon look goofy, the people look goofy, but Pokemon is goofy in general. So
Yeah.
in the Teal Mask, you'll meet these heroes of Kitakami, a trio of Pokemon who protected the land in the past. Okadagi, Munkidori, and Fizantipi.
Hmm.
Okay, nice.
very hard to pronounce names.
They bring back 230 familiar Pokemon that had not appeared in Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet. Oh my gosh, it's becoming Kalos, where they just have every Pokemon.
Yeah, they had
That
every.
is literally what Kalos was, though. It was just like they just put every single Pokemon into that region. There was like, well, there's only like 100 they don't have in that There's only like 50 they don't have in that region from Kalos and back, obviously. Not
That's
Alola
probably
or Galar or Paldea. Why Paldea though? Like,
why is
who
there
said?
like over 1,000 Pokemon already?
Maybe because there's 9 generations, and they have like 150 in each gen. And also,
Yeah, 100.
you gotta keep up with the amount of episodes because there's over 1,000 episodes. So like,
Yeah, and technically there's 10 regions, but 9 generations. Well, it's 9.5 regions.
what's the
There's
point fifth? Are you talking about Hisuian?
yeah, because it's like before
Yeah,
because it's like ancient Sinnoh. Before Paradox Pokemon, of course. It's just when Pokemon were like the idea of
yeah.
taming Pokemon was still new, and the Pokeball was just invented, and you're making like the first Pokedex.
I see.
The time
So
goes all wacky, but that happens like every game these days. Time stuff.
yeah, time. If there's one staple of Pokemon, it's messing with time.
Exactly.
They mess with space time way too much for their own good.
They have space and time Pokemon at this point because of how much they mess with it.
Yeah, the space and
They
time
have like
the Pokemon who are supposed to like keep space and time in check do nothing to make sure that the humans don't screw up space and time.
yeah, they could just be caught with like one Pokeball.
Yeah, and they screw up space and time themselves. Looking at you, Palkia and Dialga.
It's just like, hi, I have a whole nother universe over here. Hi.
Welcome to the y'all. You know the thing. We'll save that for the show talk because I don't want to get into shows while we're in video games.
Yeah,
But
video games.
I'll write that down on my notes for the show talk.
Yes.
Because I have notes, so I like have a general idea what to talk about. Um,
Yes.
so now moving on from video games, we are moving into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, new DLCs, hype. But now moving into movies, even more hype. Mario movie, the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Exactly.
That is what we are all hyped for.
April. I think it's like April.
It's
Something?
April 8th.
April 8th.
It's what we're
Hey,
all
you know
waiting
where I'm
for.
going April 8th. I'm gonna be April 8th.
Do what?
I'm gonna be in that movie theater on April
Yeah,
8th.
bro. It's Saturday, you know, so you could just ride up the day it comes out.
So I'm going to beg my parents into oblivion.
I'm pretty sure the tickets are probably already mostly sold out, buddy.
Yeah.
Because people are hyped. It looks like it's gonna be really good. Like it looks like it's gonna be really good. And what I think we should first talk about is the cast. And the cast for the movie. This makes it even more hype, bro. The cast. Chris Pratt is Mario. I think most people know that by now.
Yeah, that's been spread on the
Yeah,
internet more
definitely.
than the
Some
original
guy
before.
named I don't know this is. You might know this is Charlie Day is Luigi.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. And something that makes me really hype. Keegan Michael Key is Toad. If you don't know who that is, do you know the skit people Key and Peele? Have you ever watched that channel?
Peel?
Key and Peele.
No.
Bro,
No.
they are hilarious. But he's a comedian and he is so funny. He is hilarious. And like I'm not surprised he's Toad. That makes me so happy though cuz I love him. He's so funny. He's hilarious. He's great.
Yeah, his voice sounded really funny in the trailers.
Yeah. Keegan Michael he's a great guy. No, he's really funny. And then Fred Armisen is Cranky Kong. Whoever that is.
Donkey Kong's little Donkey Kong character.
Yeah, I guess. Carrie Payton is the Penguin King. So, I guess I like this guy cuz the Penguin King, I like his voice. The Penguin King's voice is fun.
I like how he just
Do
has this
you
like
yield?
throw snowballs about
Yeah.
his army. He's like, "There's just a taste of
They're
my-"
literally creatures of fire. Like what do you think snowballs are going to do?
And I was just like, I do not.
Do
Like,
you
what?
yield?
Your entire thing is ice. What's ice? Fire. Do you know what all my creatures breathe? fire.
Fire.
But
Fire.
I reckon, do a little coffee cough. Maybe like put a little more air out of his mouth, and it just like melts the entire kingdom, bro.
Bro.
I know how fire
And
breathing
then
works. Not fire breathing dragon, like some fictional characters.
yeah.
Uh,
And then Anya Taylor-Joy is Princess Peach. I have no clue who that is. Anya Taylor-Joy. Huh. Do you know who that is?
no, not at
Let's
all.
see. Can I like look at her like bio and like see what past work she's in? Yeah, I can look at her bio if there wasn't this ad here. The Queen's Gambit, The Witch. She was in The Queen's Gambit, The Witch, and Split. I have not watched any of those movies. And in
Never.
Thoroughbreds. So yeah, I haven't watched any of the movies she's in.
Me neither. If those are movies, not TV shows.
I'm pretty sure they're movies. It said they were
They're
movies.
probably movies.
So yeah, but she seems like she is pretty good. She seems like she's gonna be a good Peach, from the trailers.
Mhm.
And then probably one of the ones I'm most excited for. Jack Black is Bowser. Do you know? Please tell me you know who Jack Black is, Logan.
I don't really know actors, honestly.
How do you not know who Jack Black is?
I mostly watch YouTube and like.
He's so famous. Tenacious D. He's a comedian. Like half of the DreamWorks movies. He's Poe in Kung Fu Panda.
Yes?
Yeah, have you never watched School of Rock? I guess you probably haven't watched School of Rock. I watched School of Rock. It was great. He's so how do you not know who Jack Black is? He's wow.
I don't really look at
Really tells you something about someone when they don't know who Jack Black is. Either that or it tells you something about someone when they do know who Jack Black is. It's one of those. Which one I can't say.
I look at actors. I don't
Still
look
though,
at,
there's like
the list of actors when I watch movies.
I don't look at a list of actors. I just like know. I just recognize his voice like my parents tell me. Like come on, Jack Black. How do you not? Okay. Anyway, moving on. But like, come on. I'm gonna look at his bio real quick. It's gonna probably like so many famous movies that he's. Okay, never mind. It shows just a bunch of random stuff. It's just, like, can you tell me like the animation movies he was in, because like those are the ones he's gonna know. Okay, it doesn't. It's just quotes. Anyway, moving on. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. I have no clue who that is, but the picture of him looks like I recognize the picture. And he seems like a good Donkey Kong. The next two I'm not gonna say because I don't know who the character is. So Spike and Kamek, I don't know who those people are.
Spike is the like little green guy with the spikes on his back. Like kind of shoots like those spiky like black balls.
I don't know a lot about Mario, to be honest. I've never played the games, so.
One game.
But yeah, the Spike is Sebastian Calco. I'm sorry, I have no clue how to say that. And then Kamek is Kevin Michael Richardson. So, yeah. So now let's talk about the trailers that we've seen so far.
Okay, this is more what I know about.
Yeah, the trailers be looking pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, like the slow down Mario theme in
Yeah,
some
bro.
trailers?
I do gotta say, probably my favorite trailer is I gotta say is the one where it's wait a sec. Oh yeah, they're Luigi's hanging in the cage with all the other guys, and there's that star that's like, there's no peace. There's only quiet in the sweet release of death. And they're all just like, oh come on, like bro, the suicidal star.
And that penguin's like, he's a little cuckoo.
Bro, that star is suicidal. My favorite character. No, I'm messing around, but bro, that's funny though. That's funny.
Drew that Walker favorite confirmed. Mm-hmm.
Favorite Mario character confirmed. The suicidal star. I do gotta love my suicidal characters. I'm really interested to see how they're gonna bring in the Mario Kart thing into the movie. Like, how are they gonna make that work without it being weird?
They're just gonna race the Bowser. They're gonna race Bowser, and if they beat him, then they're gonna have two stages of Bowser's boss
Well,
fight. One racing, one them stepping on Bowser's head.
well, from what it looked like in the trailer, the Koopas were like all on like motorcycles driving after Mario on Rainbow Road. So
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah, that's what it seems like. Bro, Bowser, do you yield? No, I do not. Bowser's funny, bro. I like Bowser in this movie's
Yes.
funny. This movie's
And he's
hype.
not, he
What is
doesn't
this
seem like an
image?
idiot.
This
Yeah.
Im this image, bro. So I'm like scrolling through like the trailers, and the thumbnail for one of them makes it look like Peach is flirting with Mario. I'll screen share
Oh,
real
remember
quick.
how she? Oh, I think there was like also the part where they were like in like golf. I think like
Maybe.
Peach was in
Now
like
look at
golf
this.
suit.
Look at this one.
Yeah.
It does like what?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's for the Mario
Alright.
movie. That movie's absolutely hype. I love how like and they only have in one trailer where he finds the star and he's like nothing can stop me, and then they don't talk about the star in any of the other trailers. Like it's just not there in anything else. But I guess it's just like that one time
Mario
talking
just
about it.
makes
So
you
now,
invincible.
huh? Yeah, I think the star makes you pretty much invincible.
Mario's
Yeah,
whole quest is just to collect every star, just have them all in his infinite backpack,
bro.
and just pop them
Bro
while
got that.
fighting
Bro got
Peach.
that inventory. But now it's on to the Sonic movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So we know we're getting this because of the post-credit scene we saw in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, where um, it was Project Shadow. If you are unaware about Sonic, Shadow is basically the evil, like kind of like
Isn't he
man-made
like
version
black
of
Sonic?
Sonic. Yeah, he has black fur and like red spikes. Um, so in this movie, according to my good buddy Owen, the co-host of this show, who's not here today
Oh
because
yeah,
he's a slacker,
I know.
said that in one of the like billboards for it there was Amy, so they're supposedly bringing Amy into this movie. And we were
There was
talking, and he was like, and we agreed that we don't really know how they're gonna do that, but it's gonna be interesting with the whole, excuse me, Project Shadow thing.
yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So let's talk
Maybe there's
about
gonna
the
be some more Tails stuff like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm here. By the way, hi.
yeah.
Just appear
So
out of
let
nowhere. I'm just here now.
yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 actually came out on April 8th last year. So, a year from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the Mario movie comes out. That's actually really cool. So
And then
the cast, the top cast for this movie consists of four people. Um
oh yeah, I see the cast list. Yeah.
Idris Elba, I think that's how you say his name, is or Idris is the voice for Knuckles, who gotta say Knuckles is one of my favorite characters. This guy does a really good job with Knuckles. James Marsden is the actor for Tom Wachowski. I forgot how to say his name, Tom Wachowski. And then I'm surprised I don't have the actor for his wife, but anyway. And then Colleen O. I don't know how to say that last name. O'Shaughnessy. That's like the craziest last name ever. Is the voice for Tails. So if y'all didn't know, Tails, he's a boy, but the voice for the girl actually voices him.
Kind of like for Ash Ketchum.
Yeah,
In the anime.
and Japanese, yeah,
Yeah.
and then Ben Schwartz is the voice actor for Sonic, and I gotta say, Ben Schwartz, one of my favorite voice actors. He voices some of my favorite characters from TV shows. Or movies. He voices Sonic, obviously from Sonic the Hedge from the movies. He voices
Mm.
Dewey Duck from DuckTales, who's
Dewey
one of my
Duck.
favorite characters, and he voices Donatello from Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He voices three sassy leader type blue characters. He's good at doing he's good at doing blue characters.
I have not watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've watched the other two though.
You haven't watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That's crazy. I haven't watched Rise specifically, but I have watched the OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the really old one from like the 1990s. I grew up on that, the OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But yeah, he does all kinds of great characters. He's a really good voice actor. He does like my favorite. Why he's so good at blue characters, I have no clue. But it's all blue characters. Yeah. So do we have any like possible release date? Like, so I saw that it's forecasted
December
for
20th.
yeah, it's forecasted for 2024. If I were to guess when in 2024, I would assume it's probably about springtime again, just like last time.
In 2024, I saw it said December 20th.
In 2024, I don't think they would have that definitive of a release date already.
That's probably just, prefer it be earlier than the projected release date instead of later than the projected release date. That way people will be happy if it's
Yeah.
earlier than they think. They'll be upset if it's later than they think.
Yeah, I doubt. I don't think they actually have like December 20th though, because there's no way that they have that definitive. But yeah, character possibility. Who else do you think would come in besides like Amy? Like, who else do you think they could add? Obviously, besides Shadow and Amy, because like we know it's gonna be Shadow. That's like the whole premise of this movie. Um.
I think I remember seeing like a image for it, and it had like shadow on like the front.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shadow is the premise of this movie. He's the literal point of this movie. Because is that Metal Sonic?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is an official. I doubt this is an official poster, but there's a poster that like has Metal Sonic on it. I don't think it's official though. Uh,
But
yeah.
if it
So
is,
I doubt it is. So the storyline of this movie. I'll just read it to you from the page. When Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles defeated Robotnik and his Badnik, Green Hills was safe. Well, yeah, it is called Green Hills. Never mind. But it still wasn't over. The team has to face what Robotnik's grandfather had created. That's actually really interesting. Robotnik's grandfather created Project Shadow, which so
is
he
Shadow
takes after his family and this goofy hedgehog stuff.
maybe this different Robotnik?
No,
Uh,
this is Robotnik. So Robotnik's grandfather created Shadow. So
Another thing about
I guess the goofy hedgehog stuff runs in the family.
Alright, so correct
Uh
me if I'm wrong. Apparently there was like a old Sonic, an old Dr. Robotnik. They both had kids apparently. They both had descendants. Now they also fighting.
that is
Shadow
that is
was
not correct in the storyline at all. No. Not even of the so in the TV shows, it's the same
what
Sonic and the same Doctor. It's the same Robotnik the entire time, except for
watched the
Robotnik's
one
fat.
Sonic.
And then in the TV shows, Sonic had no parents and was protected in the movie. Sonic had no parents, and was being protected by
By that.
an owl, by the owl person, and then she got killed by the Echidna, who we learned that in Sonic 2, and Robotnik
He's
is an Earth
also
guy. He just lives on Earth.
yeah,
He just
he's
discovered
smarter.
Sonic. Yeah, he's just smarter, and he learned
But
about
he's also a
Sonic.
flat earther. He's also a flat
Rose a
earther.
flat earther. And then Sonic 2 just continues the conflict between them.
Oh wait, how could he be a flat earther if he's round as the earth?
He's not fat in the movies. He's really skinny in the movies. But so yeah, back to the description. Anyway, when the Chaos Emerald got destroyed, which is the big green thing, Robotnik gets his sinister revenge to get the mini emeralds and create his metal version of Sonic and Shadow to take him down once and for all. Through a highly dimensional portal, creatures Amy and Big appear to help. Will the team be able to defeat Robotnik before the world in danger? So of course we have no internet. You can't believe everything on the internet. We have no confirmation. Sorry, any of this is true, but it very well could be. So that Metal Sonic could be real. But we do know Sonic still has the mini emeralds,
Also,
so he could try
big
to
would
get
be
that.
real.
I don't know
Movie
who
ones are
Big
giant.
is. I know who
I think he's
Amy
like
is, obviously. I don't know
a
who Big
giant
is.
rabbit guy. I think.
Oh, the rabbit. Okay, okay.
I think he's giant rabbit.
So yeah, that's all we really got for Sonic 3. And then to wrap up the movie section, we'll just real quick talk about what's coming out next Friday, which I'm going to see the date after it comes out. The D&D movie. So
Oh,
Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. I don't know the cast for that. I let me check the cast real quick. Um, yeah, but anyway,
there was a
it looks like it's gonna
one.
be really good.
Oh,
Like I'm really excited. I'm excited for it. It looks like it's gonna be good. I like I'm. It looks like it's gonna be really funny. From what I've seen, the funny thing about it is that their party, their group is almost the exact same as the party my D&D group has, except for instead of me as the rogue, there's a druid. So all my friends are like, "Ha, you got replaced with a furry," and I'm just like, "Bro."
all right. So there's like from what when I looked it up, there's like an original D&D movie that
Oh yeah,
came out in
there's an old one, yeah, that is not good, from what I understand.
23 years old
Yeah.
ish.
This
But
one looks like it's gonna be really good though. Only person I of significance I see in the cast is Hugh Grant that I like recognize the name.
hmm,
There's also Michelle Rodriguez who might be like related to. Isn't there some other like actor like artist that last name is Rodriguez, or is that just me being like a lot of people have that name? Oh, they're Holga. Okay, they're the bad guy. They're the bad girl who's like they're trying to stop. Yeah, there's a dragon. I think the funniest thing
Olivia
is that
Rodrigo. That's Olivia Rodrigo.
no, it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Oh yeah, maybe it's like Olivia Rodrigo's sibling sister. But I think the funniest ad I saw for this movie. So this movie is actually like there's building up a lot more hype to it than I actually thought because like it seems like it's really popular because when I went to New York a couple weeks ago in Times Square there was giant billboards of this movie. So like it seems like it's gonna be pretty big. But so my
Yeah, I went
brain.
to a movie like a week or two ago, and there was like a lot of like it was like one of the like you know how they have those like big things that like sit like
Yeah, I know what you're
see
talking
like
about.
a line thing that has like the posters on it.
Yeah, excuse me, I know what
One
you're
of the
talking about.
two was literally for the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah, yeah. It
I went
seems
to
they
see
build
them.
up a lot of hype to it. Um,
I got to see Operation Fortuna. I think is what it was. Yeah.
nice. I think the funniest trailer I saw for this was the sorcerer resurrected like the skeleton from the dead, and he was like, you can ask it 5 questions before he dies and can never be revived again, and they ask him like 5 stupid questions, and then he just dies, and they didn't get any actual information.
Do I win?
It was really it was funny. Yeah, the party consists of a bard, a warrior, a sorcerer, a druid, and a barbarian.
Hmm.
So that's interesting. But that's enough for movies. Now it is time to move on to our fifth. I was about to say fifth. Third and final segment, TV shows. Before we do that, though, since we're going to be talking about Pokemon, let's do who's that Pokemon? Guess the Pokemon.
Oh yes.
So
This is my
you're
number.
guessing, Logan.
Alright,
Let me
what type
find
is
my
it?
Pokemon. I said let me find it. Uh, Listeners, you can play along too. You can guess who's that Pokemon.
If you can beat me, because I'm way too fast at this. But
Yeah, he's too
I won't
good.
look it up. By the way, I don't look it up. So
Okay.
yeah, don't cheat.
Okay, I got it. Go.
What type is it?
Bug Steel.
Scizor.
No.
Grant.
No.
Origin.
No.
Another region.
Oh, region. Unova. I just heard Jun. So, yeah, Unova.
Genesect.
Dang it, bro. How do you know Genesect? Out of all the
Well,
things.
I watched the movie with Genesect in
Oh,
it,
you
and it
watched
looked
the
like a bug in
movie.
it, and
Okay.
it has like armor plating on it,
Yeah, he
so
watched the movie.
it looked like bug,
Okay.
and it looked like also it has steel on it. Bug, steel, boom, like
Yeah, you
Scizor.
little cheater. Yeah.
Durin.
You watched the movie. Makes me salty.
Yeah.
Well, that went by too fast. If y'all could guess Genesect before him, good job. That means y'all are
Cheated.
fast. Yeah,
It
you
doesn't mean
cheaters. But no.
you just scroll forward and scroll back and say you
Says
beat me. That's
says the guy who was says the guy who guessed it in like 5 seconds. Um,
literally the third one I guessed was the right one.
yeah, that's so annoying. But anyway, let's talk about the TV show. So to start it off with, let's talk about the episode 10 of Aim to Be a Pokemon Master. That got released on Friday, and it was pretty good. I will say it was not bad. Like it was good independently when it like contributing to the whole like Ash's final episodes. It wasn't good for that. It was just kind of the same thing that's happened over and over again. Ash meets some new Pokemon, becomes friends with them, and then beats up some random bad guy. So like
Average J
there was no
Round
point. It had no contribution to the overall
was more
storyline.
like
But
back to the beginning of the
yeah.
series kind of
No,
thing.
no, not at all. This was definitely something that would not happen at the beginning of the series. So,
Like in the series maybe.
but basically to sum up what happened, Latios tells excuse me, Ash that that Latios is in trouble. So they find this hunter who has Latios in a cage. The hunter is riding a Hydreigon. He has a Hydreigon. And so bro already has a pseudo legendary. You already know he's bad.
Oh no,
And
no, Ash.
he looks like the like most tough down hunter you have ever seen. He definitely looks the part of a Pokemon hunter.
This being one of the
But
characters that touches once and they die, but they hit Ash with like 500 moves, and Pikachu's just like,
oh
eh.
no, this was no, it was not this at all. They actually had a lot of trouble with this guy. So he they try to like free Latios, and bro takes out his like little stone. So he has like this like blaster, and he blasts Latios, and it turns Latios to stone. So they free Latios, but he gets away with Latios, who is stone now. And
Why is it right?
so basically he's like Pokemon Hunter J, like 2.0, you know.
Oh yeah.
But and then Ash heals Latios. They go after him. He turns Brock Steelix to stone, and someone
Brock?
else's. Oh yeah, in the final series, it's Brock and Misty and Ash. The OG trio is back. I guess
Nice.
you haven't been keeping up with the and the Bee Pokemon Master series, but yeah, the OG trio
No.
has been back. A lot has happened. Their Pokemon have evolved. They've become better people in general. Looking at you, Misty. um, but nah, but and then but Ash still pursues after him with Latios.
Yeah.
And Pikachu, they get into a fight. Pikachu manages to destroy the blaster, and Latios turns out of stone. And with Ash commanding them to use their like powers and all that, and Ash helping them fight, they defeat the Hydreigon, and the hunter goes to jail. And meanwhile, during this fight, Pikachu's just standing there watching. The world champion Ace, who can just destroy any Pokemon in like 3 hits, even if it's like a pseudo legendary, is just sits by and watches. Ash completely forgets about his world champion Ace. Pikachu needs a break, though. You know, you
Hold
can't
up,
give him
this
a. You can't.
random Rattata he just caught. It says
What?
level 500 Pikachu.
It was, to be fair, it was two legendaries, so like he's kind of caught up in the moment. But like the sad thing is that Latios and Latios fly off together, and people thought that this was building up to Ash catching Latios because he deserves a legendary catch, but in the end he did not catch
Yeah.
Latios, which was really
This
sad.
random prayer Tobias gets one. Nurse Joy gets
Bro.
one. But you can't give Ash Solgaleo.
They were literally throwing
Bro,
legendaries at Go in the series. They
Ash
were
literally
throwing.
took care of Cosmog. Took care of
Well,
the play as a
I will say that although Ash never technically caught Solgaleo, I
Was
think I
undefeated
think
there.
the writers do consider him kind of one of Ash's Pokemon, because in the Ash's final battle, they were like showing all of Ash's Pokemon, like kind of cheering up Pikachu and trying to getting him to get back up and keep fighting because he had fainted. But Pikachu got back up because they were cheering him on, and Sagaleo was with Ash's Alola group.
Not like
So
how Tapu Koko was what like
no, except for Tapu Koko wasn't there. Like Solgaleo was there with Ash's Alola group,
you
so
know, but
I
like
guess it's kind of considered his Pokemon.
Tapu Koko had been watching Ash's battles in the
No, it was different. It
one.
was like in like a dream state. Like it was like
Okay. He wasn't
you'll just have to watch the episode to like understand what I
that.
mean. It was like an emotional episode. That was a great episode. They did really good. But now we got to talk about the big thing. Oh, by the way, Team Rocket. We don't think they're gonna really actually split up for that long because they all go back to headquarters just individually at the beginning. So they're not
And
completely
also
ditching
the
Team
thing
Rocket. But
it was like in Sinnoh maybe that they'd split up. Or maybe it was Hoenn. They like kind of
no, they didn't
split
split
up.
up in Hoenn.
Like it was one of them. It
Yeah,
might have been Sinnoh.
it was probably
They,
Sinnoh.
like, they all split up.
Bro,
I
they
think
they
James
split
went
up
with
in journeys
Cassidy.
too. They split up in journeys for a little bit too.
It's like James like was with Cassidy because they both like
Yeah,
bottle
in
caps.
journeys.
Jesse was with
Jesse
Butch.
was with no. Jesse wasn't with anybody. Meowth was with Butch.
All right, they split up at different time.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
thinking of, but
It was in one of the different animes, I think.
okay,
It's like
but
Meowth
they would not
was
have been with Cassidy and Butch if it was in a
it's
different
like
one.
Meowth was apparently really good at cutting stuff like perfectly with his claws.
And that makes
But
sense,
like joined a like ramen making place.
bro. If James gave up Team Rocket, he could be a world class chef. Like after Carlos, we know that James is just like built different when it comes to cooking.
Hey, James can make food out of like anything. You call Brock a good chef?
Yeah, James is built different,
Literally,
but
you can literally turn dirt into something edible, bro.
yeah, he's just built different. But now we have to talk about the sad part of this series, which is the final episode. Episode 11 of A&W Pokemon Masters releasing in 2 days, premiering in Japan in 2 days. It'll probably have premiered already or be about to premiere by the time this is out. But in 2 days it is premiering. Ash's
Friday,
journey is
March
about to end.
the 4th.
I am excited, happy, sad, nervous. Feeling I'm so conflicted over this.
Going through every stage of emotion.
Exactly. I'm
Like
going
all
through
these,
all 5 stages of grief at once.
except it's not grief. But it is grief kind of.
It kind of, cuz
Grief
like
with extra
I
stages.
I grew up on Ash. Specifically, I grew up on Kanto and Kalos, but which I know sounds crazy cuz they're at like completely different years. They're like 15 years apart, but trust me, I grew up on Kanto and Kalos. But no, but like I grew up on Ash. Like Ash, I have been a Pokemon fan since I was like 4. I have loved Ash for so long. To see in like my favorite TV show, like my favorite overall Pokemon, like Minecraft's my favorite video game, but Pokemon's my favorite overall thing. You know, like to see my favorite character just leave forever. It's so sad. Like it's just like
Now it's just gonna do some wacky time space
no,
travel stuff
like
and somehow.
personally what I think like if say like we do have a time skip, what I think is probably gonna happen in between is like Ash just now that he's done everything, he's probably just gonna go around and travel and like support his friends and like that kind of stuff. Have reunions with the people he didn't have a chance to have reunions with during journeys, or have bigger reunions, you know.
Yeah.
But it's sad because like he's such a great person, and I don't know how I feel about these 2 new characters. But like to be fair, we've had him for 26 years. He deserves a break. He deserves to move on. He deserves this win all the way. I would never wish that he didn't win just so we could keep him.
He's won twice, bro.
No, but like he's won the World Series now. A Lola champion is nothing compared to world champion.
I know. Like he won Like he finally became the champion of the region.
Yeah,
And
he
then
is.
he became the champion in the entire world. Like, okay, Ash, you don't
Yeah,
have to
he
brag about
he.
being good or
Well,
anything.
keep in mind he'd been screwing up and like getting and like not winning for like 6 regions.
Yeah.
So he like
Okay, here's my
the
question.
thing in I think the thing is like in once they got to XY they were like, okay, we're definitely getting close to the end of Ash's journey, so we need to wrap up some storylines. That's why hence we had the big thing with Ash and Serena. We don't need to talk about that. And then uh at the if you
No, that
because
episode.
before
I was
before
pretty
Carlos before Carlos, Ash only ever got to the semifinals in leagues. In
Yeah.
Carlos, he got to the finals. He almost
Yeah.
won, except for that bro's broken Charizard X just destroyed Ash, but destroyed Ash
If that
Greninja.
person had a Thunder Punch, I would have been fine with the win for
Yeah,
Charizard.
yeah.
Okay.
They put up a
But that
good fight.
Greninja should have won, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Well, no, the thing is though they did that for a reason, for for
I
storyline
know, like
reasons, but
storyline evolution
yeah.
purposes.
But yeah, in
That should
Carlos,
be
they were
something.
like, okay, he's getting close. Finals, also, once again, the whole romantic subplot. We don't need to talk about that. And then we
Yeah.
move over to Alola. Actually becomes the champion of the region, and then Galar, he's the champion of the world. Like
I should say something.
it was forecasting his evolution to actually winning for once,
It's a big
and we never saw it.
Ash tryhards. No, he doesn't win. Ash just goes on vacation and does.
Yeah,
Catches
Ash chills
Pokemon.
and travels around the
Finally wins the
yeah.
whole thing.
Ash
Like,
travels around the world, has fun, and gets to meet his friends again, and wins the world championship. Like,
no, I know what the problem was. He was trying too hard.
I think that might have been it though. He was stressing out too much, and like he just needed to like kind of chill and take a break.
Think about Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos. He did the same thing.
Carlos,
Badger.
well, to be fair, in Carlos, keep in mind he did also have to save the world, so like there is also that. That probably distracts you, but
Yeah.
bro, Ash and Carlos, I think was just too hard on himself. Especially bro, like got depression because he lost like one battle. So like Ash was just too hard on himself.
Depression when like fighting with Ash Greninja because he got too cocky.
Yes,
Almost
I
died.
think Ash has gotten over his cockiness though, luckily. So at least there's that.
Yeah.
But so specifically, we've been discussing the final episode now. What are our forecasts? And what I mean by that, what do we predict is going to happen? In my opinion, so from what we have, we have what we want to happen. That we have what's probably going to happen. So what we have that we know is going to happen is Gary's going to be like, now that you're the world champion, how close are you to being a Pokemon master? And this is probably going to spark Ash's thinking about like, am I Pokemon master? And then we know, yeah, what does it mean to him? Because it's a very like you goal.
So Ash just takes over Team Rocket.
Bro,
No,
bro
Ash
becomes
is the
Giovanni.
master of all Pokemon. No, Ash puts slaves on the
Yes, world domination.
And
But no, so
it's a Pokédex after 25 years.
yes, we have this so we have this image of Ash looking up at a rainbow from the final episode. What I assume is going to happen is we're going to see Ho-Oh again. Yeah, his journey is going to end where it began. Ho-Oh is going to fly across the sky. Ash is going to see it. There's going to be a rainbow, and at that moment, he's going to decide, I'm a Pokemon master. I've seen like everything. I've come so far. I am a Pokemon master. He's going to decide that.
Trying to get now stop dying and resurrecting and giving my mom so many a heart attack.
Yeah, he's died 6 times. Let's hope he doesn't die again. Bro dies at the end of the series, like one more time. Ho-Oh actually brought him back to life one of the times he died. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. What time was that?
It was when Marshadow was controlling all the Pokemon and they unalived him. They like disintegrated him.
Yeah, I remember that. Pikachu just cried.
Yeah.
And did like bigger than like 10 million volt Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Our man did 100 million volt Thunderbolt.
Nah, you want to talk about 100 billion volt Thunderbolt? The Thunderbolt Pikachu did in the final battle. Bro was starting a whole like war. Bro was about to destroy the world. He was a nuclear bomb.
But it's only because Ash's body, like, he still had his ghost there.
Yeah.
Bro, Ash's body disintegrates.
Yeah, bro.
After that, his body just reappears out of nowhere.
Yeah, Pikachu went off like me after having Taco Bell.
Pikachu
Pikachu
had a
rigged
light bulb.
it, bro.
That Pikachu was holding the light bulb item, wearing the hat with the. He also had like the. Bro, he also had that like a juicy, like thunder or like
What?
electric,
Yeah, bro.
electrium.
Oh
He had
yeah,
that
bro.
juicy electric.
No, it wasn't Electrium Z. It was a Pikachu. It was a Pikachu. It was a Pikachu's Chuzenium Z. A
Yeah.
Pikazenium Z. But bro, Pikachu and Sonic, they'd be best friends, causing
Oh my god.
causing power surges that should not be a thing. Um,
Hey, if Sonic was a Pokemon, wouldn't he be an electric type if you think about it?
yeah, he'd probably be an
Like,
electric and like flying, like electric. No, like electric or normal. I'd say, electric and normal.
yeah.
So I would like to discuss something I saw. Now, of course,
Electric
this is a classic case of you can't believe everything you see on the internet, and it's not because I believed it and it turned out to be wrong. It's because I don't know if I should believe it or not. So I saw this image. If I can find it, I'll show you. Let me see if I can find it. And oh my goodness, was it like? So it was an image of Serena. So like it was Serena meeting Misty, and and like it looked so real. It looked like it was actually from the show. Like if someone photoshopped that, they did an incredible job. But it was basically saying that at some point in the series, Serena and Misty were gonna meet, and in the picture, Serena was saying, "You like Ash too?" And it was like it looked so real because even the backdrop, which was the forest, was the actual forest from whatever it's called. Uh, my brain died
why?
from the actual forest from Kanto. Like no cap, no cap.
Radiant Forest.
I don't know. It's just the camp. It's just the forest. Just the forest. I don't know what that forest is specifically, but it's just that forest.
Bro, they travel through more forests than actual towns in Pokemon.
Bro, I
They
know
can
they're
figure
they're
out to
forest
mix
people.
them up.
I found it. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you. Look,
Yeah.
it's this one right here. It's this one, this image.
I think it's loading.
Does it not look okay? Tell me when you see it. Does it not look so
So
real?
What'd you search up for it?
It was just in my recommended, because I watch a lot of Pokemon stuff. Does it
Oh
not
yeah, I
does
see.
it not look so real?
Yeah, that does look real.
Like I cannot tell. Like legitimately, that looks real. Like you tell me, do you think that's real? Because I
It
cannot
also
tell.
has its name Satoshi.
No, it says Satoshi because that's
Yeah.
Ash's just Japanese name.
Is
So that makes it look even more real
like
because it looks like
yeah,
it's actually a
that's what it
clip.
looks like.
So I really can't tell if someone photoshopped that. They did an incredible job. I don't know where they got those. Like, I don't know how they did that. But that could definitely be real. It could definitely be fake. I have no clue. I'm kind of hoping it's real. It'd be sick to see like Serena and Misty meet in the final episode.
Did they not
But
meet in XY?
no, Misty was gone all the way from Johto to Alola.
That's not true.
No, it
Uh,
is. Misty didn't come back
she
till
appeared
Alola.
in Hoenn. I know that.
No, she didn't. When did she appear in Hoenn?
She did. I know.
No.
She appeared in like she released her Togetic.
No, she wasn't in. She wasn't like significant in Hoenn. She didn't like.
She wasn't
Maybe at the
significant.
beginning. Maybe at the beginning of Hoenn, but not anywhere.
She was in the series, but she wasn't significant in it.
She may have made like a cameo, but like
She made like a few cameos. I think she also made a cameo in Sinnoh.
no. In Sinnoh, May made a cameo.
Like one or two cameos in Hoenn.
Um.
All been Sinnoh, but I was pretty
Still
sure
though,
it was-
Hoenn to Alola is still a while.
Yeah, she did make a cameo in Hoenn because that's where earned the pull on Brock's ear. Like get him away from girls.
Are you sure May
that
wasn't
from
doing
Misty.
that?
He learned that from Misty. I know that.
I don't know for sure, but either way, it's
Okay.
a while. Either way, it's a long time. So she was gone for a bit. Either way. But my point is still is that it'd be awesome to see them meet each other, you know. Logan, give me your opinions. Nah.
Sorry,
So what I hope to see I would honestly be like surprised if they don't have a flash forward. To be honest, like if they don't have a
If
flash.
they're ending Ash like being there, they have to show him at least having a happy ending.
Yeah, what I think is gonna happen. Honestly, be fine with seeing Ash like as a like an 11 or 12 year old. I just don't want him to be 10 anymore. Just like preferably, I would like to see him as like in his like late teens or like a young adult.
It shows
But
him
like,
like 16ish, him dating Serena and Alola.
whoa, what?
That not be perfect.
Okay, so you go for so like you support the Serena ship then.
I mean
Is that what you're saying?
that is the most likely in my opinion.
Okay, yeah. So you're if you were okay, good to know. Good to know. Yeah,
It's
that's
either
the
that
most likely in my opinion too.
or
Um,
Misty. It's one of the
yeah,
two.
one of
All
those
the
two.
other.
That's why I think it'd be sick for them to meet, because like Ash's two greatest lovers.
I guess it could technically be Lana, but that's not likely.
No, no, not at
That's like
all. Not at all.
they're similar though. They're similar.
Not at all. Not Lana. No. The Alola people, no.
Okay,
um,
but Ash is similar to Lana though.
mm,
You have to admit
not
that at least.
really. Not in my opinion, that much at least. But that actually brings up a good segment. Thank you for going into discussion about the new show, about the new just it's literally just called Pokemon. The new show is just called Pokemon. I'm pretty sure, but they're like
Pokemon.
Pokemon the series, but like that we can talk about. Do you think that Ash is Liko father, the new female protagonist?
Hmm.
So say let me personally I would rather her not be Ash's daughter, but here is the evidence I have found that could say that she is. First of all, she
I love
has
evidence against it too.
she 100% has an Ash attitude towards things. Because
Okay.
in the trailer she said I won't find anything unless I look for it myself. So she 100% has an Ash attitude. 'Cause that is something Ash would say for sure.
Yeah.
And and then say that Ash and Serena did end up together. I actually saw this image. It was Journey's Serena, like her like face, like next to Liko's face, and they were so similar. Like they looked, the shape was the same, the hair was the same. Only difference was the hair color.
But
Everything
who
was the
said she
same.
didn't dye her hair?
What?
Who said she didn't just dye
Oh
her
no,
hair?
well first of all, her hair's black on the outside. So that could have come from Ash. And then secondly,
Or on the inside.
the underlights, which are blue, is
Yeah.
either most likely dye or just anime being anime.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's weird
So like
colors.
anime will be anime. That doesn't really have much to do with anything.
Honestly, if they were gonna try to shade it, the light blue should be on the outside.
Yeah.
Dark blue
Besides,
should be on.
if she was Ash's daughter, the blue would make sense. Blue is signature color of Ash.
Yeah.
So like the blue would not be out of the ordinary. And would be really what like we won't see this for a while, but I think what would be cool and like kind of funny to see is like if her hairpin changes like over time, like Ash's hat did, like the symbol on it.
Oh
So
yeah.
like, and if it's the same symbols that his hat changed to as well, that'd be cool.
I have seen a lot of stuff against it.
But
Like with
against
Ashen.
like the that she's his daughter.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
watched
Oh
a
yeah. There's
video of
definitely
like
there's a lot of stuff towards it and a lot of stuff against it. We won't know till April 14th. Or maybe after that, who knows if they'll tell us immediately.
we can just see what house they wake up in.
What? Okay.
If she wakes up in like
What house they wake
house,
up in?
we can look at the parent. If we look at
Yeah.
the parent,
What
we'll know
what my brain like puts together would be a good like flash forward scene would be Ash like it's like the morning time, Ash like comes down, like this is like Ash is an adult. Ash comes down from like the staircase, and then he's just like good morning, and he's like good morning to like whoever his wife is, say it's Serena. He's like good morning, like honey, or like Serena, and she's like good morning, I'm making you breakfast, and he's like thank you, and she's like where's Liko, and He's like, oh, I guess she hasn't woken up yet, and she was like, go wake her up for school, and that's like tells us everything. I probably
And
described it
make sure,
terribly, but in my
and
mind, it looks better than the way I
what if
described it.
Ash goes up to like Nico or Lico's room, whatever her name is,
Yeah,
and
Liko.
like when she's supposed to wake up, and make sure she gets up because he remembers his experience, not
Oh,
getting
oh
up
yeah, not getting up
so
soon
many
enough to get his
times.
No, the thing is
It
though,
ruins the dialogue.
if I'm correct, the way actually I don't know for sure. From what it looks like from the trailer, the way Liko gets her starter Pokemon is it's in her school and she like catches it or like befriends it in her school. Like it's just like it's there and it's not supposed to be there. But I could be wrong and it could actually be in a lab and it just looks like it's in the school because she's wearing her school uniform, so it's hard to tell. But
But it
we'll
also,
see.
could also be a thing for like when she arrives at school.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
It's the start of like a brand new year. All of like people have just got there, get their choice of starter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's excitable, bro. It's I'm excited for it all. Um the new series, the ending of this, it's sad. It's sad but exciting. Personally, I don't think this new show will flunk. From the trailers, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I don't think it'll actually be bad. Like personally, I'm not worried
Well,
that it'll flunk.
in the beginning, probably like boom, and it might hit like a little flunk, and then it'll just boom right back up.
Yeah, I feel like it'll probably be like the what kind of what happened with Johto, or like, everyone loves Kanto, and then Johto's kind of down, and then like Hoenn just incredible. So like
Yeah.
and
Bro,
then
Hoenn was a
Sinnoh's meh, Univa's meh. Like there's not really that many ups or downs, and then Kalos is just, in my opinion, Kalos is just the best. Kalos is just skyrocket.
yeah. In my opinion, I think it's Kalos, Owen, Journeys, or Alola, and then just the other kind of falling.
Comparatively to the other series, Journeys and Alola, in my opinion, aren't like Alola is better than Journeys in my opinion, but like compared to other series, Alola's not as good. I would probably rank it Kalos, Univa, sorry, not Call, I hated Univa, Kalos, Hoenn, Kanto. So that's probably how I would
I
rank
don't
it.
really get Kanto that much. So.
I enjoyed Kanto a lot. Indigo League, it's a classic. It's funny. It's good. I enjoy it
I
greatly.
know it was. I got into like, I got into Hoenn really well.
Yeah, I
And now
understand.
Sinnoh was just kind of bad.
I started on Kanto, and then I watched Kalos, and then I discovered I
You
could watch
started
the
on
other shows, and then so I
Really?
finished Kanto, watched Johto, watched Hoenn. I watched like 3/4 of Hoenn, but then like fell out of it because it was kind of the same thing over and over again. I watched like half of Sinnoh and was like, this isn't that good. I don't want to watch anymore. Then I watched like a fourth of Unova and was like, I'm not watching the rest of this.
I watched like 3 episodes of Emo. I
And
was
then
like, no.
and then I watched Kanto. I mean, sorry, I watched Kalos and I was like, oh my goodness, this is when I watched Kalos back in the time. It was I loved it so much. I watched it when I was kind of young, but like I didn't understand it as well. But I'm rewatching it right now and I understand it way better. And then
I got into
Alola was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was
Look
good.
how laid back it was, honestly.
Yeah, and the Journeys was meh. Journeys like as a whole is decent, but the actual series Journeys wasn't that good. Master Journeys, Ultimate Journeys,
But
they were
it was
good. They were
also
good.
I think
Journeys
you
though,
can't really get boom at it
the
because there's
Eternatus
also the
plot.
part
No.
where like it was released in such small segments.
Yeah, I don't
They
go for
like
the Journeys plot personally, but yeah, that was an annoying thing when it came to Journeys
they didn't
and
really have much of
Alola because the thing with those they released them in parts, you know. Excuse me.
a
Well, with
lot.
Kalos, they literally just released like 40 episodes at a time. So you got
Or
so much more.
it the annoying part was it'd be like 6 months each part, or probably more like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Like
but
it'd
like
be
you
like
still get a lot more, so then you have time to actually fill those gaps instead of being able to watch like 12 episodes in one day and then be like time to wait 9 months.
yeah. 3/4 a year later. Oh yeah, another 3 minute,
Another
3 hours of
12 episodes.
episode.
Yeah. Yay.
Being home and like having no
Yeah.
bedtime. Ah well, guess they're all gone now.
Yep. Now, for the
And
final
like,
thing to talk about with Pokemon, just real quick, this is kind of irrelevant to everything else we've been talking about. Alternate universes. I love alternate. So, in Journeys, they go to an alternate universe, Um,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that alternate universe is the same alternate universe they went to in Kanto. I mean, in Kalos. Because so in Kalos, there's this episode where they go to this cave of mirrors, and then Ash like a
Yeah.
mirror opens into a portal, and then the alternate universe Ash takes
Mirror.
Ash's Pikachu. Ash jumps through, and then that Ash is like a crybaby Ash, and he gets Pikachu back, and they all and those people help him get back to his universe, and he almost dies, but Serena and then like Bonnie save him, blah blah blah. But in Journeys, that's that the Ash that is in that alternate universe they go to is also a crybaby. So
Yes.
it could be the same universe with the same
Oh,
crybaby Ash,
it's stolen.
meaning there's also the same
Really?
jerk Serena. That also mean the storyline is completely goofed up because I could because he still had his Sinnoh Pokemon in that encounter in Journeys. So that would mean that he went to Kalos before Sinnoh. So that would mean that
Or
his storyline was either or time was just being goofy because time, you know, it's one
yeah.
of those two.
Think about it, Ashley's always 10. Means Go would also always have had his phone. I mean, he could have always just called Go. Right?
Yeah, well,
But Ash didn't have a phone.
yeah,
And who says that
actually,
does that open into the exact same time?
yeah, it's goofy. It gets deep. The
Yeah.
weirdest
Yeah.
thing about Ash not aging is that so nobody ages, but time still passes normally. Years still go by. It's just nobody ages till Ash feels like aging. So it's weird, and we can confirm nobody else ages because first of all, Professor Oak would be dead by now probably, and secondly, in Journeys, Bonnie is still a little child. So Bonnie has obviously not aged. She would probably be like 10 by now if she aged, like 10 or 11. She'd be Ash's
And
age
she
or
would
older.
have been able to technically own her
Yeah,
own
she would have
Pokemon.
actually would own Pokemon. She would be able to catch them.
And Max would have gone looking for Ash because he wanted to battle him again.
Yeah, exactly. Like they and so would have Bonnie, because she wanted to battle
Yeah.
him too. So by now, if everyone aged then like we would know, but nobody ages. It's funny. But yeah, so looking in video games, looking forward to 1.20 and the new Scarlet and Violet DLC. Movies,
Yes.
really looking forward to the Super Mario
Mario.
movie, and Sonic 3 is on the rise. It's coming, you know.
And
And
there's the
then
dragon.
and TV shows, Pokemon, an emotional end and an emotional beginning. I can't wait to. I'm so excited for Friday. I cannot wait to see this final episode, see how they wrap up his journey, and I can't wait to talk about it with y'all next Wednesday. I hope y'all enjoy this episode of Screen Time. I forgot what my little slogan for the ending was, so I'm sorry if I'm not gonna be able to give you a good slogan. So goodbye. I'm gonna pull
Hello
up my
guys,
recording real
welcome
quick
to
and
my
see if I
new
can
podcast.
find
Oh.
what's my slogan for the ending. Wait, I forgot how letters work. Every time, we'll be waiting for you. Don't forget to check your screen. Oh yeah, I remember it now. Well, it's time for us to go. We'll be waiting for you, and don't forget to check your screen time.